Hi there guys, this is Cassandra. I'm a Riffle in Time and I'm so glad you're here. Today we are talking all things Botan Tarot 2nd edition. I'm going to show you the deck and we are going to talk about some of the updates from the 1st edition. We will also do, probably first and foremost, a little kind of public service announcement, like a PSA about what's going on, what I know. I've been getting a lot of emails, messages, comments, questions, concerns, and I just want to share with you what I know and hope it's helpful. I'm just going to share it and hopefully everybody gets the memo. Anyways, so first off, it sounds like the creator, myself, and the international stockist are all out of stock of the first wave of the 2nd edition. I know the creator is intending on doing a small kind of restock here soon. There is no definite date on that or even a time frame right now. So the best thing you can do is follow along on their Instagram. Do not message them or email them. It is actually crazy how many emails that me, not the creator, has gotten. I can't imagine how many she gets, but she is promising to update everybody on Instagram and probably her website as well when she does know. So follow along. I will leave below if I can link it straight to her Instagram, we'll do that. And bless her and her unlimited amount of patience she has to have. Everybody has been asking me, am I getting a restock? I have no idea. There is a possibility that later this year, if all of the stockist and the creator get together and can like swing a big enough order that we can get another restock. If I know that there's a high need for it, that people want me to get it, I guess let me know and I can do my best to help her do a bigger restock. But other than that, right now it's sold out, and I'm sorry to say that. If you did do a pre-order with me, I ordered a set amount of decks and actually got all of the decks that I could physically get from her because I had such a response on the pre-orders. But if you did pre-order from me, it is on its way to you. There are only 3 orders that have not left. They had another pre-order with them and I haven't got the other decks yet. So if you are waiting on to hear where your deck's at, check your email, check your spam. I have shipped literally all of them but 3, and if you are one of the 3, you should know why. So I love you. Let's get into the deck itself because that's my favorite part. So if you've seen the 1st edition of the Botan, the box is entirely blue. I'm pretty sure it's also a drawer box, but in this edition, we have this more of a ink staining kind of blue. It's like a watercolor. Yeah, that's the word I was looking. Ink staining. Yeah, watercolor blue. And instead, it's a magnetic box. You know I love these magnetic boxes. They're so perfectly sturdy. We'll take a peek in here too. If you can see on the inside, there is a symbol for each of the minors. But I actually really enjoy these boxes. I've always kept my decks the safest. Now, the guidebook is still full color. We love it. I don't know if there's any updates with the guidebook itself. I do know the cards have had some updates. Now, I believe there was a option during the first Kickstarter for a different gilding. I'm not sure about it. This is the same, I think it's an indigo. Hold on, let me double check. I have it actually written down here. Yes, indigo edges, matte Japanese indigo. So this is the same as the first. Now the cardstock has changed a little bit. They upgraded to the 350 GSM paper, which had a better durability. It is slightly thicker, so it'll stand a little taller. The box is taller to make up for that. Now, also, it is the same linen though. So if you had the matte linen before, if you had the first edition, it's the same. There are some also specific updates to titles, and there's also some artwork updates. Now, the High Priestess, the Empress, the Emperor, the Teacher, which is a title change, the Star, the Moon, and the Sun have all has an actual art update. Now, the title updates, there's only two. The High Priest turned into the Teacher, which is actually more commonly known as the Hierophant, but the Hanged One is now and also a title update. It used to be the Hanged Man. So just a little bit of update on that. And again, the artwork updates. I think other than that, we're still looking at pretty much the same deck. Still the 78 cards. I would love to say too, I forgot to show you the backs. I'm obsessed with the backs of these cards. I'm so glad they are still the backs. Oh, the Sun was an update. That is beautiful. I think this is one of those decks that I've almost bought a first edition, and I didn't. I'm actually glad I didn't, because now the second edition's out and I didn't have to sell an arm and a leg in exchange for it. But it's one of the ones I have been as patiently as possible waiting for. I just always felt this almost like, I guess all decks, like all tarot and oracle decks, feel a little bit magical, but this is like mystical maybe? I don't know how to explain. There's this like ethereal vibe. I feel the extra magic with this. I don't know. It's one of those decks that really feel the whimsy for me. I love the art. I've always loved in all art I've ever seen. I actually have some stickers from her as well. And I just really love her art style. I think she's insanely talented. Again, I will leave below a link to Instagram and her website, but just wowzer. The now I did see, hold on, the minors are all the same except coins instead of pentacles, which you see here. Yeah, swords, wands, coins, cups. I'm trying to see, I knew there was something I did want to mention about, hold on. Actually, I'll read to you what I have from the creator's website. A beautiful 78 card tarot deck featuring lush and whimsical. Oh, that's so funny. I swear to you, I did not read that before. Whimsical watercolor illustrations inspired by Japanese folklore, finished with beautiful Japanese indigo edging. Botan in Japanese means peony, which is the flower prominently featured on the back of the tarot cards as well as on several cards. In Japanese flower language, peonies represent bravery. Botan is also a play on the word botanical, as they use Japanese flower language and other plant imagery throughout the deck. Lastly, Botan is a tribute to the space and memory in which I painted this deck. There's an old-fashioned Japanese candy called Botan rice candy, which I remember my grandmother giving me as a child. The deck was painted entirely in the dining room of my grandmother's home, and the minor arcana specifically draws inspiration from the Japanese children's stories that she used to read to me. That's just so sweet. Within the deck, you'll find both the 22 major arcana, painted in 2017, and the 56 minor arcana, painted in 2019. I'm I'm making my way back around. I was waiting. I was like, wait a second. I think I went through all of them. But I love that. I love like the little tidbits of where a deck comes from, where the creator was, what they were thinking about. I think that's so magical. Let's see here. I want to see. Now, the guidebook is pretty short and sweet and to the point. It's mostly just keywords, especially the minors look like almost all keyword vibe. But the majors have a little bit more sometimes, it looks like. So we have the Fool, upright, new beginnings, free spirit, new cycle, spontaneity, innocence, reversed, recklessness, foolishness, naivety. The Magician, though, it has, again, some keywords: power, action, concentration, skill, resourcefulness, but it also has like a sentence. You have the inherent components to act on a new creative cycle, which I think is cool. Is like some of them seem to have like just a little tidbit here and there. The Teacher is a little more the same. It's traditions, beliefs, conformity, upright. Also follow due process, stay within established structures or rituals, respect the law of the world, find the group that can mentor you. So a few of them do, like the Lovers has a little bit more, but mostly it's just keywords, which honestly, usually I really love a little more of like story vibe when I'm doing a whimsical deck. But when I feel disconnected from a deck, I like to be able to read and like get a little closer. But I do feel that there's enough there to think about what keywords were in like consideration when illustrating, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. So I think, like, though I would love to have like little stories on some of them, that would be fun. Sorry, I love the artwork here. I do think that we're just at a place right now where there's so many good resources for tarot that, I mean, if you want to know what a card is because you don't know, you can definitely look it up. Again, I always do love the extra little touch of having a guidebook, so I can think of like what was actually, like, what keywords did they think of when they made the card, because I think that there are so many keywords now that it could be. The Botan update, I'm just really excited, honestly, to have the second edition. I've wanted it for so long, and I know that a lot of people feel that same way. It's like everyone's really excited. They've wanted it for so long. I'm hoping that there is, again, going to be a big reprint. If not, again, the biggest suggestion I can give you is to follow along the creator and keep an eye out for their small reprint. So I love you. Thank you for hanging out and talking the Botan Tarot today. Any more updates, I'll let you know, I promise.